Hey everyone, it's Alicia with Twisted Tarot, and I'm here to do another pick a card reading. Make sure this is up enough. Okay, so the reading for today is your person awake? And what I mean by awake is enlightened to your connection, enlightened to their soul purpose, things like that. And how awake are they? So we have 4 piles here today. The reason why I have 2 zodiac signs out here, I'll explain in just a minute because it was a very funny story. But as you know, I do astrological signs, excuse me, in each of the piles because I feel like that really is something that's needed for a lot of people to kind of go, oh, yeah, you know, and it makes sense for these signs, that signs, and even if it's just somewhere in your chart. But anyways, getting off on a tangent here. So today the question is, how awake is your person? Now, the reason we have up here these lovely 2 cards of Pisces and Cancer, because they were super offended by the question as far as their attitude was like, how dare you question whether we're enlightened or not? So just had to say that they're protesting that question, and they're like, how dare you? You know we are, so you must put us at the top of the reading. So I'm going to have to do that for the readings here. Up until I moved the cards, but they were just like, how dare you? And then they came out together, and I was like, okay, all right, I can see your point. I gotcha. So, however, I think you can still get something out of these readings, even if you are a Cancer or Pisces, or you have that somewhere in your chart, or your person does. So just keep that in mind. So that's really interesting here that would come out. Of course, it's still Pisces season until my birthday, which is the cusp. So happy birthday, Pisces, again. And I'm looking forward to Aries season for sure, which, yeah. Okay, so we have 4 piles. Normally I do a 3. So we have 4 piles here today. We have pile number 1, which is this bee magnet, and they're all magnets today. So we're going with magnetic attractions here. So who are you magnetically attracted to, and are they enlightened? Let's find that out. And then we have Marilyn Monroe, and yes, you all know I'm very much a Marilyn fan. If you have seen my house, you'd know why, and everything I own. I used to even have a purse with her on it, but yeah, Marilyn Monroe is number 2, and it's also a magnet. Okay, we have number 3, which is this Maine lobster, and he is a magnet, and his little hands here, he's so cute. And then my dad got this for me when he went to Maine, so this is really special. So yeah, I'm going to put him like this because he's actually praying. He's praying for you all. So this Maine lobster is chilling here for pile number 3. And then pile number 4 is this beautiful aqua teal looking magnet, and I love that. So, all right, I'll give you some time to choose here. And then we will, if you need to pause the video, you can. It doesn't matter how you are drawn to the piles. You know, however you want to choose, if it's by objects on top, if it's by the colors of the cards, if it's something you see on my mat. But please have a person in mind, though, because we are trying to figure out who is enlightened. So this could also be a friend. This doesn't have to be a lover. This could be a family member you could be asking about and see if they're enlightened. Alrighty. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Alright, so we're going to start with pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1. Let's make this bigger. Okay, so we're going to take them out for just a moment so we can do pile number 1. Bye Pisces, bye Cancer. Okay, so pile number 1, if you pick the honeybee magnet, this pink magnet, this is your person enlightened? And I got a channel message here, so I will read that for you. And I assigned a sticky note to it, so it actually didn't, the channel message wasn't urgent or anything. However, it was saying that it was urgent as far as saving this person in some way. So, I mean, we think of honeybees and we think of the urgency of saving them. It's that same ideal for this magnet. This person really needs to get the messages through to them and start waking up. They're on their own path, though, so they're somewhat towards the end of the awakening process, but it's like urgent to get there, like, and to work towards that and to keep working towards that end point, okay? And really, we never fully, I think, stop awakening. So, in my own opinion. So, I feel like this person is just about 3/4 of the way through. So, they're on their way, okay? So, and it is urgent for them to kind of wake up. For some of them, it could save their lives. That's what I'm really getting as well. So, all right, let's see. How awake is this person? So we know that they're on their way. Let's see why and what's going on in their path. Yeah. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, you know, we didn't even clear out the energy. I'm so sorry, guys. Maybe we should probably do that. I'm going to stop. We'll do that. And we'll clear out the energy. Dang, that's crazy. That's going so hard. Alrighty. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we did clear it out. We got it. Okay, let them know we're ready. Okay. This is really beautiful. Personal growth. Okay, 7s may mean something to someone. 777, you could see that. 5. Could be a life path number, any of those numbers I just said. You have 32 and 85. Could be ages when something significant happens. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure if it went in that order. Interesting. Okay, so you could be dealing with someone who has Gemini in their chart, or is a Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, all that good stuff. Capricorn is also here. All right, so they could be Capricorn, have Capricorn in their chart. And then we have Taurus, so we have more Earth here. All right. And then we have the High Priestess, which is Pisces, the Knight of Wands, which is fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But again, it doesn't have to be these signs for these messages to resonate. Okay, so I feel like the reason being things are a little bit more, how do I say this? When we're speaking of Capricorn's energy here, so someone that's a Capricorn, one of my best friends, two of my best friends are Capricorns. One is totally on board with what I do, and one is completely religious in her own way. And that is the story I feel is relevant here for those of you asking about that. Because Capricorns kind of are the, I need to see it to believe it type of people. Okay? So, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just more of needing proof. Which may be the case. So this could be why this Capricorn is stubborn to wake up, but there is communication that could be possibly happening. We have another, it's 34, I guess, 34 here, which is another 7. Yeah, self-expression, exchange, sharing, and connection. Yeah. So I feel like with this card, it's saying that they're receiving some type of communication here, or they're working on communication. Blue is coming out in these cards right here, so that's something that they may need to express to you, or they haven't expressed to you that is happening, because there's darkness here. So something about maybe a number 40, number 4, so 444 could be significant. We have 34 and 43. We have mirrored stuff up here, which is really cool too. So, but with this darkness card, I feel like this person is going through maybe a dark night of the soul, or maybe some depression, or they struggle with depression, okay? And for some of them, that could be why they're not sure, hey, is this my mental illness, or is this actually like something more? That could be for one of you, oh my goodness, or a small portion of you. Okay, so, and the reason that we have this mirrored energy, which is so cool right here, and I think it's amazing with that 43 and 34 right there, is you can tell that there's communication coming through the crown chakra. Okay, so that, and if it's not happening, that's one way to get this sped up. So if you're asking about a twin flame or a soulmate or someone that you have a deep connection with, you can always work on that in order to help your partner, your divine male or divine female, to awaken faster, okay? And also the throat chakra. So throat and crown are big. They're needed. So, yeah. Okay. And yeah, see, we have clouds and mystical. So something's not quite clear to them about this mystical journey. They may still be seeing things as seeing them, not understanding them, hearing them, not understanding them. They could be clairaudient, clairsentient. They could be a young empath or an empath of some sort, because we have empath here. Yeah. So yeah, being able to feel other people's emotions, being able to absorb other people's feelings and thoughts, and that could be where these messengers come from. It says heed the messengers, okay? So they may be thinking, oh, I'm just going nuts. Oh, it's just mental illness. It's whatever. That boils down to another 7, which is a very spiritual journey. This is a life path. For some of you, it's definitely a life path number because it comes through huge for this, okay? And I'm feeling like they're starting to remember, they will start to remember some ancestors that may have the same type of spiritual connection that they do, or the same type of this could be preventing them from kind of awakening fully. It could be because they're remembering some weird things and not sure where they're coming from, and they really could be past lives or people that they've dealt with in past lives that are, you know, soul contracts on this earth as well. So but this could be part of it. It could run in a bloodline for some of you. That's exactly what it is. Like a lot of empaths in your family. That empath narcissist paradigm is always, you know, present normally in that situation. We know that, being empaths. So, but this person may feel like they could be judged for feeling this way. And if their heart is, if they followed their heart, they might feel like they could be judged, especially if they came out liking the same sex or something along those lines. It says free from judgment, free to love. Yeah, so it's almost like they may belong to also a religion that denies this type of, my type of work, which is fine. I'm okay with the haters. Like, I'm okay with the non-believers and the naysayers and the things like that. But this person may not be okay with what people have to say about them. They may not be okay with being judged. So that could be big there. Okay. Yeah, too many people's opinions, okay? But definitely the 7, like I said, personal growth, okay? So this person could grow more if they stay on a spiritual path, or if they look at different spiritualities and learn something and become open to the gifts that they have. And they may connect really well with music. This may be something that's really a part of their way to channel and things like that. That's how I channel. That's how I tap in, or like to the spirit realm and things like that, and to like my higher purpose. And the way I can get kind of meditate in a meditative state is completely with that music. So yeah, and empaths are very attuned to songs, to sounds, all those things. So this person could be exactly like that. There's some type of candle and illumination here. So again, it's like there's a flame here. It could be a twin flame connection for some of you that you're asking about, and this person is starting. See, that candle's almost down. So that's why I'm saying their illumination is come quite far, but there's still that one piece of fear and maybe pride and ego or something that's keeping them from fully embracing and from letting that illumination, because, you know, of course, when the candle burns out, it's like, well, now we're in darkness, okay, and that's that too. It's almost like being stuck between two paradigms, being stuck in the past and being stuck in the future, if that makes any sense to anybody out there. I said it, so it must be for someone. But the candle is also showing that there's, and it says illumination at the bottom here. So that's what it's doing. It's waking your person up bit by bit, little by little, and they're getting subtle hints and nuances and nudges and things that are coming towards them. So is this pillar of light. So your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Yeah. And that also comes with recognizing your past lives or your ancestors or things like that, where they're showing you that you are a pillar of light. You're a light worker. It says your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So you're an oracle of some sort. You could do tarot just like me. You could be watching and be like, oh, yeah, of course I am. Yeah, exactly. So if you're asking about yourself, I don't know, maybe somebody is out there, but that actually is what's coming to me. Somebody may have asked about themselves and it's probably like, how awake am I? That'd be cool to find out. I feel like that this is like you're on your way, okay, to being this pillar of light and embracing this exact connection. And it may just be a few little stumbles and hurdles that you're trying to figure out. And it says like follow your dreams. Okay, so that may be very significant for you, especially these two colors too. Something to do with art, something to do with painting, something to do with, I get children here too. But with that follow your dreams, I do really feel that there is something about your path that requires you to go off this beaten path no matter what others say. And just embrace who you are and be proud of it, because there's nothing wrong with what you are. There's nothing wrong with being an empath. And people used to make me feel bad for that all the time. Like I was too sensitive, or I was too this, or whatever. You know, that whole sponge that we don't understand when we're little. I was shamed for that. And I know a lot of people who were probably shamed as well for being those type of things. But there's nothing wrong with that. And if that involves, you know, being in my line of work, you know, they're saying follow that dream, keep going. You are an oracle. You do have the gift, okay? You're very good with, you may even produce music for some of you, or be, or live in a foreign country. For some of you, I do pick that up here strongly, in Asian continent somewhere. So that's really interesting. We also have, Taurus here. So that Queen of Earth. Okay. So this person may be finishing up this type of energy during this period of time. So this is April 20th, technically, I believe, because we moved from Aries to Taurus at that point, to May 20th, I believe, somewhere in there. So yeah, so something significant could happen, or that could be your birthday, of course. And if that is, happy birthday. We're, like I said, we're going into Aries, and we're going to be going into Taurus season, so that's going to be awesome. I know a lot of Taurus here, so y'all are stubborn as hell. So yeah, that's what it says. Even on this card, stubborn. It doesn't say as hell, but stubborn. Excuse me. Strong, dependable, physical, sensual, possessive, yeah, stable, persevering. Okay, so these are all traits that you may possess, or this is actually somebody within your realm as a friend that actually really helps you move along your path. So this is a Queen of Earth that actually is someone who helps you along your life path. So keep an eye out for that. It is the Hierophant, which I would have thought would have come out here somewhere, but that talks about, you know, embracing your spiritual path, okay? And that's all about enlightenment and learning and putting that to good use. And then we have Raccoon here, okay? So this helps this person become a problem solver. They are curious. They ask questions. They're creative. Like I said earlier, with that follow your dreams, could be an entrepreneur. You could be thinking about owning your own business, or already own your own business. You're very resourceful and you're very clever. So, or this person that you're asking about is exactly that way. So this helps them to ask more questions, to embrace that infinity of themselves and the way that we're all connected in the earth and the cycles and things like that. And raccoons are like cute little things, but they're definitely like, not always, sometimes they're just like, I just want my food, stay away from my babies, okay? So that could be it. You could be a mom. You could be that way with your children, and that makes sense. You could have like a spirit animal that's a raccoon. We also have a bear here. So like very different energy. So we got the raccoon who's kind of like a troublemaker and, you know, a little bit, you know, bouncing off the walls and maybe trying to figure stuff out, you know, like a young one. And then we got this like bear. It's just like, you know, tromping around. It's cool. Like, and this is not just like, you know, your baby bear, obviously, but so it says boss. You could be a boss, CEO, judge, yeah. Mama bear, yeah, there's mamas going on here. There's definitely a very motherly energy. Your mom, this may be through your line of your ancestors, run through the female line for the empaths, and for something to do with your ancestors, something. Also, breast cancer probably does run somewhere in here for some of you. Just had to say it because they were saying it's the female line with that pillar of light. So, I'm sorry. Protective, yeah, I got that too. I got that with the raccoon as well. So, strong, affluence, and muscular. So this could be one of you, or this could be both of your characteristics. You may know someone with Taurus in their chart, or you could be the Taurus, obviously, asking about, you know, how woke you are. But there could be a younger Taurus that means something to the situation. And maybe one of you is a mom. Maybe both of you, that could be it too. But then there's also the masculine with this bear. This bear is actually coming off feminine to me, but it's a muscular or masculine type of card here. Strong type of card. And that could be you, because not to say women can't be strong. Of course they can. But just that whole idea of it. I do get feminine energy going through this reading very heavy. So that may mean something to some of you as far as, you know, you're kind of passing something down through your ancestry. Some of you, it's not good. Some of it's like, you know, you don't want to have children because you don't want to pass down like an illness. That is definitely one of the things I'm seeing for some of you. Okay. Not some of you, maybe one of you. Sorry. Okay. All right. Then we have the Knight of Wands here. That energy is one that's kind of like not putting any action into something. And it could be because this person, again, is maybe not listening to their intuition. Sorry, this card goes exactly like this. You see that Knight of Wands? He's like literally upside down, and that High Priestess is like, oh, I don't care if you go this way or this way. You're going to listen to me, and I'm going to keep giving you intuition and nudges to get on this right path, and I'm going to keep kicking your ass until you get on there. And yeah, that could be a younger fire sign. They could also be a cusp where they're fire and earth with Taurus. So like an Aries Taurus. Their moon sign. Yeah. Okay. So it's like just going along. Just kidding. Like not listening to the intuition. But they're going to wait you out. The universe is going to wait you out, and it's going to make you decide with that Two of Wands. And there's all that fiery, passionate energy with the wands. But you go from the 3 to the 2. So one less responsibility, but then you really have to kind of look at, you know, your possibilities, eliminating, you know, one of the 3, then you've got 2, which is a unity type of situation, which is good because 3 can be unbalanced. Okay, so it's possible that there needed to be some type of balance for, excuse me, and I'm feeling like pride and ego might have had to be shed. Sorry, gosh, these are so reflective. So pride and ego had to be shed with one of those wands, and one had to be left behind. And he was thinking really, really hard about, you know, how he could leave that one behind. But it's okay because now he's like, okay, now I have the world in my hands. So I got rid of a responsibility or a burden, and now I'm ready to kind of make my choice whether I go left or go right. So maybe at a crossroads. So this person is definitely going to be challenged to continuously not live beyond their means. For some of them, as possible, they may travel or move in order to follow their dreams. That might be moving overseas. For some of you, that's exactly what's happening, is that you're moving somewhere to pursue your dream. So that's beautiful. But there may have been some type of intuition that kept you out of a Knight of Wands situation as well. So, like if that person was coming at you, you being the High Priestess as the watcher, if you're a feminine, even if you're masculine and identify with the feminine, and you know what I'm talking about, it's almost like somebody saw this like Knight of Wands coming in, like he was like, ooh, I'm gonna get some, and this High Priestess is like, No, you're not. Not until you wake up. Not until you wake up and come at me right. Yeah, without the Knight of Wands. Yeah, come on now. Give me the King of Wands upright. Okay? Yeah, we don't want none of that. And it could have been behavior in the past that was like that and in the cycle with somebody along the way. That they were in and out, up and down, left and right, and they weren't committing to a path, is what I'm getting. For a lot of them, they weren't committing to a path. And Spirit's like, okay, well, it's right here, should you choose to take it. So I hope they do, and I hope that's where they're going. Thank you guys so much for watching. If it didn't resonate, please try different piles. Sometimes that happens. And close your eyes, think of a person, whatever pile you're drawn to. Sometimes other people come out, that you didn't expect, and they could be friends and family that are going through this process, so that's very interesting too. So send me a comment below. Let me know how it resonated or whatever. So thank you so much. All right. Pile 1. Dang, that was pretty intense. Okay. Let's go on to pile number 2. Excuse me. Alrighty. Okay, pile number 2. If you picked the MARILYN magnet. Alright, so are you, is this person awake? Alright, that's better. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get everything in the... Interesting. Oh, we had a lot of signs come out in here. It's interesting. If you didn't see at the beginning of the video, if you're looking for Cancer and Pisces, you will not find them in these readings. They were insulted by the question and made it clear that, duh, they are very enlightened. So they were like, nope, and they decided to stand outside of the reading for now. So here are the signs, not to say that, you couldn't be one of those and still have, asked here. So some people are just asking about themselves, like, how woke am I? I've actually gotten that already, like, in the pile. So if that's you, that's cool. I like that. Like, how far along am I in this process? It's always good to check. It's always good to check. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on. Oh yes, I want this one and this one. Okay. Almost positive that 7 of Cups was reversed. Okay. Weird. Okay, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or they could have Aquarius in their chart for the person you're asking about. We also have Sagittarius. We have Virgo. We have Libra. And we have more fire with the Page of Wands, so Aries and Leo, and of course, like I said, we already have Sagittarius. Okay, so is this person woke? The question was that, like, are they awakened, and kind of how much and what's going on with them, with their awakening process. We have approved, and what that means is, yes, this person is absolutely awake. All right, so let's see what's going on with them. So I'm feeling like for a lot of you, they are working on possibly their heart chakra or some type of forgiveness here or healing. So letting go, healing, growth, and compassion. Number 23 here. It's also number 5, so that means there's a lot of changes going on here. So that could be exactly what's happening in this connection, is that this person is realizing the things that they need to work on, and a lot of it is healing their heart chakra here. And look at that. It says embrace the masculine. So they either need to, if they're feminine, they need to embrace their masculine side of themselves and balance that out. Or like they want some forgiveness from their masculine, or vice versa. A feminine may want forgiveness from the masculine energy, and you know how I'm saying. So, and this is the number 11. So again, this could be a twin flame dynamic because 1111. So for a lot of you, could be asking about a twin. So yes, they are awake. They are going through some type of healing process, some type of growth, some type of understanding of how to love you, how to love themselves as well. And they're embracing their masculine side of themselves if you're asking about a masculine, a DM. So, and that's good. And they're being asked to trust, okay, in this. Trust in the process, trust in forgiveness, learning how to let go. There's a lot of changes going on in this person's life with the number 5 here twice. So 555, you might see that a lot. But they're being asked to trust in this incubation process, because look at this. There's like a little girl in this egg. I don't know if you can see that, you know, and the birds are like trying to protect it. Okay. The geese. Okay. Very interesting. So that's really beautiful. There's an egg moon. There's some type of trust that they're having in this rebirth process, okay? But during this time frame, they may be very frustrated sexually. We have this hot moon with extremes, number 34, number 7 here, very spiritual. So things may be getting hard for this person to handle as far as the sexual aspects of the awakening process. So they may be feeling very frustrated. I'm getting Aries energy very strongly here with that hot moon. And, you know, Sag is here, of course. So it could be making this person very uncomfortable. They may be had watched storms with this person, like their twin flames of thunder and lightning and power and things like that. They may actually physically think of this person when they see those storms, or have watched them, taken pictures of them. They now see that there's some type of power in these storms that are coming. And sorry guys, my camera froze. Okay, so yeah, so this thunder and lightning is making them feel more powerful. They may be caught out in storms, walking along different paths and things like that, and they kind of see, maybe they're kind of testing that, you know, theory is like, oh, can I get struck by lightning or something? That may be for one of you, but they're wondering what their power is, how far it goes, how deep it goes. So that's really, really interesting here. And they're receiving the knowledge from the universe. They're receiving the gifts. They're drinking. Look at her. She's drinking from that magical cup. And there's definitely some type of tea. So this person could actually be like ayahuasca, but I don't know anything about that. But they could have made like a mushroom tea or like a tea and sipped from it, and somehow received some type of divine messages or divine communication while under the influence of certain things. But it feels like it could be even cannabis. Some of you may even, you know, partake in that, and that there's nothing wrong with that because it has amazing properties and is of the earth. So that could be for one of you, like the masculine is like, well, maybe I go into a meditative state after I smoke a bowl. So that could be for some of you. That could be you or your masculine. And when I say all this, know that this could be you as well. And your masculine is trying to just surrender to this process, okay? Surrender to the end of what no longer serves them, surrender to receiving these messages, surrendering to wherever their direction is being pointed. We have the air, so they may be wanting to travel west, or something to do with imagination of some sort. It's kind of like going wild, and they're trying to figure out which direction. They may be blowing in the wind, like 1 minute, oh, I want to do this, the next minute want to do this, and that's air. It's definitely air quality. Aquarius is definitely, if you're asking about someone who has heavy Aquarius in their chart, or their moon sign or something along those lines, they're kind of like trying to figure out what direction to go to. And they're dedicated to their altar and to their practices and to their magical, you know, spells that they're doing. And I'm talking about with white light. And if they're doing with dark, I can't, you know, I can't comment on that. That's not how I, you know, mine is all white light. Mine is all white magic. You know, and there's definitely some, you know, there's definitely an embrace of the dark and the light in this card here. But this person is dedicated to their spirituality. They may do tarot, they may burn candles or incense or do spells or things like that, and they may have a physical altar right there, and things like that, and a grimoire and all these great little things that they dedicate their this process to. And it's really beautiful because I'm really feeling that like they're learning a lot about themselves, okay? And I hope I said Libra here, guys. I'm so sorry if I didn't. We have Libra. So yeah, I'm feeling that air, you know, very heavy air with that Libra here and that Aquarius. We got some definite heavy energy. Heavy energy. Wow. Okay. I guess I said that. But yeah, there is a little heavy energy here. There's like some patterns that have to be released that are still kind of low vibration in here. Trusting in the process. Okay. This person may be a healer, and they may work in the healing arts, okay? And that could be exactly what they're embracing now, especially with that altar here. They have a lot of imagination, a lot of dedication to this that is making their work and their craft just spectacular. Like if they're employed, they're doing some amazing things to kind of, you know, I feel like there's such creativity here going on. Somebody may have purchased a house or moved into a new home. So there's a house here. This is belonging, roots, comfort, safety, family, tradition, building, shelter, boundaries. That's really cool out there. It looks like a little farmhouse out in the middle of nowhere. So pretty. Okay, so yeah, I could very much see that. So that may be what's happening there. They may see some wildlife, but they may also have in this energy here with the moose. So powerful, independent, time alone, yeah, imposing, attitude is everything, calm, cool, and collected, yeah. And that definitely speaks of this type of energy that's here, yeah, the calm, cool, collected. This moose is just kind of like, you know, taking time alone, just being independent, trying to go with the flow. And we have magnet. Holy crap, okay? This magnet is so special and so incredible, and that's what I chose today. And there's magnet here. So this is definitely a twin flame or a high-level soulmate connection. There's longing, desire for this person. They miss you so badly. There's a seduction, a yearning. There's so much that they want to show you. Maybe they want to show you this new house that they bought. Maybe they want to, you know, maybe they've been taking some time alone to figure things out, figure out what lights them up. Because look, what lights you up? They may be trying to figure out what their path is, okay? Now that they've received these, this communication, they're working on forgiveness, trusting in the situation, and then we have unbound. And this is exactly where I feel like there may be a pattern with this person of like womanizing for some of you watching. So it's becoming unbound from all the things that are not the divine feminine. So this is any low vibrational feminine energy that needs to be cleared from this situation. I feel like that's really important for this connection to progress further and in their own spiritual path. So it says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yeah, ending contracts that are old, getting rid of anything that is not serving them, especially with relationships. It doesn't matter if it's friendships, it doesn't matter, but if it's a soul pattern and it keeps happening, it keeps repeating itself, it's a cycle. This person is not actually surrendering and learning what they need to, and maybe resisting this awakening. So it's possible that they've been having a rough time with it. The reason I say that, you know, going through some type of forgiveness and healing here, we have the Three of Swords reversed. So their heart's really crushed right now, or was crushed, and now they are trying to figure out a way to get those three swords out of it. There could have been a third-party situation. There could have been some cheating or some... just in general, too many people involved. To see like three women over here with this unbound card. Like, if that's the case, like, yeah, get rid of any of those women who don't serve you. They're not, end it with that Ten of Swords. That's what it says, end it, okay? It was meant to end because it's not for your highest good. It's not for your it's not meant for you, you know, for your love. You know who your divine feminine or divine masculine is, and you're like, okay, yeah, anything else that is not that, well, you know, put that to rest. And I am almost positive the Seven of Cups was upside down in the Page of Wands. So I'm going to go with that. This person's not confused about their situation. They know exactly what they have to offer. It may just be that Page of Wands right here, that offer of possibly just a friendship. The pages are kind of friendship to me, but the Page of Wands is always got like a little bit of a, you know, sexy side to him or her. It's like, hey, like, you know, like, here, look at my wand. I want to share my wand with you. So keep in mind, though, but that's just the Page of Wands. So they could have been confused about a situation that involved a younger person. So that you could be asking about a friend to see if they, you know, how awoke they are. So, you know, they're still at a Page of Wands, okay? And for some of you, they're not confused anymore about, you know, what they want. And what they want is you. They don't want to be single anymore. They want somebody to share this love with, and they know that it's you. And a lot of them, they're like, okay, so here's what I have to offer. It may not be very much, and they may, you know, come at you with that Page of Wands, and that may not be enough for some of you. And I understand that, but there's definitely a magnetic desire here, a desire to kind of, you know, come together in whatever way possible. So, because we have here happy, harmony, beauty, creative, a gift, like I said, art, warmth, contentment, reconciliation, and love. Yeah, reconciliation. A lot of you, this is a person that wants to reconcile with you because they love you, duh, and they're magnetically like longing for you, like they can't get over you. So, I mean, I'm not surprised to see that here. I mean, that's just very intense energy. This person is intensely thinking about you. They're trying to grow up for you as well and grow into this masculine, someone that you can be proud of, somebody that you can say is like a King of Pentacles type of energy that is providing and puts in the same amount of work as you do type of energy. So I really love that. And 444s could be big here for some of you. 10s are also about the end of cycles. Here we have 9s and 9s. So I feel like the 9s are getting ready to become a 10, and then it's going to start over. So it's starting over with that Page of Wands. It's this spark. It's this little tiny wand that's like, hey, look at my little house. Or, hey, here's this bouquet of flowers. And, you know, I now know who I want to be with. And it's overwhelming for this person. Like, they're about ready, like, sexually to lose their minds. So, okay. Interesting energy. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. And if this didn't resonate, try and pick a different pile. This person is definitely waking up. They may be resisting some of this transition because it's pretty powerful. It has some pretty powerful things going on here with that lightning and thunder. Yeah, but they're embracing old patterns with soul patterns, old soul contracts, and past lives. They're really trying to forgive themselves for anything that they can, you know, childhood issues and things like that, healing and compassion. And if not, that's where you want to start for this person, especially if you're asking about twin. You want to focus on the heart chakra because that is what's coming through. Blue also for communication here. These cards are purple and blue, and I get more blue out of that than anything. So throat chakra as well to help with communication. Okay, but this person has definitely got this healing here, especially with this embrace this masculine. Like, come on. Okay, so, you know, be a waste for them to not see what they needed to end was a good thing. Okay, and that it really isn't that bad, that you can get over this ending, whatever it was. You know, it could have been a karmic relationship that this person was in. All right, well, thank you so much, guys. I love you so, so much. If you liked the video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's okay too. Thumbs down, whatever you choose. I hope that you liked the reading. I thought it was really cool. Oop. There's that power again, guys. Woo. Okay. All right. Pile number 3. This little Maine lobster. Bang. Okay, so, all right. So if you pick the Maine lobster, this is your reading. So let's see, how awoken is this person? How enlightened, how woke, as you young and folk would say, is the person you're asking about. Remember, this could be a friend, this could be a coworker, it could be family, it could be a love relationship. If you didn't see the beginning of the video, you will not see Pisces or Cancer in any of these piles, specifically with these cards anyways. You could see them with others, but they were insulted by the question. They were like, of course we're woke. Like, what? That's a dumb question. So they were protesting today, which was funny. And I love when Spirit does that. So, ooh, need a little bit of water. All right, babes. Let's see what's going on with you. Ooh, spicy. Oh, yeah. Move these over just a squidgy. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Fight it. Okay, guys, sorry. Okay, so as far as astrological signs, we have Aries. So they could be an Aries or have Aries in their charts. And of course, if you're asking about you, that could be you. If you're asking about how woke you are and you want to know, because that did happen in pile number 1. We have Taurus here as well. Okay. We also have Justice, which is Libra. We have the Sun, which is Leo. We have the Lovers, which is Gemini, and the Lovers reversed. The King of Wands reversed, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Moon, which is Pisces. Okay, so we have quite a big mix here. So we do have lots of fire. We do have water. We do have, don't have a lot of earth here, except for Taurus, but that's all right. I mean, if it doesn't matter. Like, this could be any sign. Okay, so is this person woke? So the message that I got for this pile was approved. Approve. So what that means is, yes, this person is woke, and we'll see why. I will let you know what their journey was like, okay? So currently, they know that their gifts are heaven sent. So they may be clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant, but whatever, they know that their crown chakra, whatever messages they receive, however they get them, could be in dreams. It could be at night for some of them. It could be during the day. It doesn't matter. But they know that they know it comes from heaven. They know that it comes from a divine power. We have 333 coming through here. What they're wanting there is to kind of use this to bring about their desires here. So it says passion, goals, craving, and fulfillment. Yeah, so they're definitely rooted to the physical world, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. So, you know, depending. But they have goals, and they're passionate about those goals, and they want to fulfill them in some way, and they're using this to help them with that. We have 3 again with the number 1 and 2. Well, it's 12, so 12 and 3, so 333. And then we have 11 here in the number 29 with seeing the true you. Okay, so this is part of their awakening process, is figuring out who they really are, what they want. They may still be trying to figure that out and seeing the true them, and they may be trying to see their they may project and see their reflection in another, so you could be on a twin flame journey with this person. and they're trying to figure out how to see the true you as well. They see themselves because you're one soul and each other. That's really beautiful here. And there's a couple here. So you could be married to this person that you're asking about to see if they're awake. And you could have been in connection with them for a long time. Could have been since your childhood. You could have been younger here. Or you could have known them for like 6 years. We have the number 24, which boils down to the number 6. You could have been 24 when you met this person, or that could have been something significant within this connection. So something about this connection was very earthy with the green hair. It's very heart chakra centered connection. So you may have been sent, you know that your divine masculine or divine feminine was sent to you. If you're divine feminine watching, asking about a divine masculine, this person is going through like a dark night of the soul, but they're almost out. Okay, so there's an initiation going through here. So this is maybe they may have just recently awoken, but they're almost on their way out. For some of them, that this is exactly what's happening with the awakening process. That this is a rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So they're definitely kind of working their way towards that opening in that cave, and that's where all the beauty lies. That's where all of the enchantment is. That's where all of these treasures that they've been working so hard for internally and externally, that it's they're about ready to receive all those. Okay. And this could be a soulmate connection. They could be with a soulmate. So that these could be two soulmates here. I feel like they're soulmates together. And that's very beautiful here. But there's some type of initiation that you may have had to go through some type of really hard path with a soulmate, with this let two become one. There could have been, I'm also getting like Celtic festivals and Druid type of background here and history. Very Green Man, like maybe you went to Green Man together. That could be something for someone. But there's definitely a lot of green in these cards here. So heart-centered energy, heart chakra energy. So they could be going through a heart awakening right now. They're looking towards this abundance here, number 38. Which is also another number 11. Okay, so this abundance is part of their path here. So they're really trying to figure out how to bring in more of their desires, some more abundance for themselves by awakening and putting things out into the universe. And this may be, they may have been born in the fall. And I know some of these are fall, I'm not discounting that. I'm just saying fall might be significant to this person or your connection with this person. There's some type of patience this person has to go through. So again, this is another outlet into the sky. This person looks like they're kind of like walking down a path towards something beautiful. So it's going to take some patience to get through that, through this door and into this abundance is what I'm feeling. Because look at these two cards. They kind of like resemble each other in a small way, and I can't figure out why. It's like the foliage or something like that. So they're definitely connected here. So and they came out together, because of that same deck, and they just fell out together. So I do remember that. So a lot of changes for this person. They may like to change location. This is throat chakra energy with the blue. So that's also something if you're trying to figure out what to work on, if you're in a twin flame connection or a soulmate, high vibrational soulmate connection, you want to work on this communication between the two of you, between your person, especially if you're a masculine and a feminine asking, because that's coming through very strongly. That communication is, there's miscommunication. It was Mercury retrograde. There was a lot of stuff going on, especially because we were in Pisces for a lot of that. And so that was really hard to communicate during that time frame. Things were being overtaken in readings. So I feel like that, again, and this person may like to go on adventures or be adventurous and travel a lot. So that could be for some of you. And they're awakening while they travel. And they may be astrally traveling. They may be traveling in their dreams. They may really physically be traveling because we have a road here. Okay? Road. Crossroads, journey, multiple choice, travel, free will, opportunity, weigh the options, decide. Yeah. And they're saying, you have two passages, that you could take, two paths this person could take. So number 22. So they could go towards a connection, or they could go by themselves. I feel like is mainly those two roads. It could be something totally different for some of you. That could be like jobs and things like that and choices there. So And this person may have to weigh their options about where they decide to live too. They may be trying to figure out where they want to go. And they're saying, take it in little steps, okay? The process of arrival, baby steps, yeah, progress. So it says, like all the how-to, keep on going step by step, you'll find a way out. Yeah, exactly. And that goes with that initiation, crossing the threshold, figuring a way out, taking baby steps to learn, what you need to learn in this awakening process. So that's what they're doing right now. Or that's what they're being asked to do, is to take smaller steps and one at a time and keep going. This man that's here, so if you're asking about a man, this is this man possibly. So it says you could be a man asking, but it says a person you know, boyfriend, fiance, spouse, or love interest. So yeah, definitely a love interest is here. There could be a couple here that are going through an enlightening process together. So that is really cool here. And then we have the sun, which is the bringer of life. This is also Leo in energy. We have the sun twice. So this is a very happy, loving connection. There may be children involved with this person. One of the things that they're awakening to is possibly that they are interested in like astrology and learning more about the signs and how they affect your destiny and your personality and things like that. So that's that person kind of being drawn to that. Excuse me, let my dog out. Okay, sorry. Okay, but they may be concealing this right now. They may be concealing that they believe in this, or they may be concealing something. There may be some type of deception that's going on in this connection. So they're not being fully maybe open about what they're feeling or what they're going through. That could be for some of you. Okay, so they may not be talking to you about that, or they may be hiding it from certain people in their life. We have, that man there. So a man is going to factor into the situation for a lot of you. That could be the case. With justice, I feel like this is, they could be in the work in the legal field, or this may be where their talents are needed, is in the criminal justice, criminology, somewhere, being a lawyer, something along those lines. But also having an imagination like an artist. So for some of you, it's just art and creativity and a lot of different talents when it comes to that imagination. So putting that down. So it's almost like being torn between possibly, if they're an air sign, it's possible that they kind of lean towards, or they have air in their chart, they lean towards more like a criminal justice side, or that may be something they want to, be like a big brother or something along those lines. I know my best friend's husband is starting to do that, and that's really cool here. So that's definitely some, again, we have throat chakra type of energy, third eye, and we have heart chakra. With these two cards, that's the throat chakra and then the heart chakra with the green here. So those are things that they can focus on, or you can focus on for them in order to speed up the process, or help them along with their healing process. They may have to heal a lot of old wounds here. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. So, and it's reversed, and it's right next to the King of Wands. So it tells me that the King of Wands may have been going through a stroke of bad luck here with this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy with that King of Wands. Could be that he's feeling, he or she is feeling like things are not going the right direction. The wheel's not turning, okay? And there's something about it that's kind of happening because they feel like there either is, or they feel like there's secrets that have been yet to be revealed. And that's that Piscean card with the moon, but there's also possible illusions, delusions. This could be even hallucinations that could be brought on by many different things. Some could be health related, but others could be actual, mental health. So, but there's the sun here twice to say that, like, hello, this is like this is an awakened person. Okay, the sun is awake. The sun is illumination. The sun is like, hey, look at how amazing this world is. Look at all the talents that you have. Look at what you have yet to see when it comes to this life. And this person's putting a lot of work into that awakening with that Seven of Pentacles. They're really working hard at it. But there's something that's not quite, on board. This Lover's energy reversed. This is telling me that There's possibly some jealousy going on here. There's possibly some things that are holding this person back when it comes to maybe they don't know who their divine partner is, or they're having they feel like there's some type of deception regarding a romantic connection here with the Lovers reverse. So there's definitely something going on with that, with the moon underneath that. So it's kind of like making the choice at that road, that crossroads that's here. The masculine definitely has to make a choice between different directions. So that does factor in. So thank you so much. I hope you liked the reading. And if it didn't resonate, though, pick a different pile, and I will, and hopefully that will resonate. If you're looking for a personal reading, the link is in the description box below, and it'll take you to Facebook. And I will see you for the next pile. All right, guys. So if you chose pile number 4, the aqua teal magnet, this is your reading. So, is your person enlightened and awoken, and how much? And if you're wondering where Pisces and Cancer are in these readings, they were offended by the question, so they did not participate, and they humbly grace their presence here. Doesn't mean they haven't come out, because they have in the readings, but they're like, yes, we're woke. I don't know how you could not see that. So they're like, are you serious? It must be a rhetorical question. All right. So that's super funny. Okay. All right. So when asked, is this person awoke? We have to do. So it's on their to-do list, and not to say that they're not fully there, but it's possible that they may have either they're asleep and it's on their to-do list, like, yeah, I'll get there, but they may be saying no to it, and I'll tell you why in a minute here, but it's on their to-do list, which really means, yeah, right. Oops, sorry guys. So basically that is a big no currently, or if they are awakening, it's very early stages. Okay, so first card we have here is no. Okay, all right, so wait, postpone, pause, say no. So this person may be saying no to this awakening, and they may be avoiding it, and that's fine, or they don't want to be awake. Okay, and we have 444, so it's all about stability. You could be asking about a Leo or a Scorpio, or they could have this in their chart. We also have the Hanged Man, which is Pisces. Okay, so what I'm getting from this situation is that they're under some type of illusion here. Hydromancy with illusion. Yeah, illusion that all there is right now, or could be, or all they want currently, is just pleasure, enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, indulgence. Want to kind of stay in the material world because it's safer than going through a spiritual awakening, or then kind of going, yeah, because they're resisting going home. Yes, there's the home. Okay, so they know that there's something significant about their home that might be, they might have refused to go back home. That could be, for some of them, it's because of the people that, they grew up with are not healthy for this person. That's understandable. But something has to come to a karmic completion here. So they may be with a karmic, and they may not be, or having karmic relationships. So they may not actually be inviting in a lot of soulmate connections, or not be connecting with a lot of higher vibration people. So sadly, I apologize for those of you if this, this may not be you. Remember, it's general. Take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? So With the karmic completion card, there's something that needs to come to an end, okay? Because right now they're going against the grain. Swimming in the water towards that hot booty, and look at all the rest of, the birds there. Just kind of like, this person's like, hey, look at me, I look good. So they may be under the illusion that beauty is what is going to keep them swimming in the right direction. But unfortunately, it only brings like really low and negative and those type of vibration people, and they're looking only to these people for pleasure. So it's very root chakra, needs to be worked on type of energy, especially with this card here. It is root. So, wow. So I'm feeling like they're not ready to reveal their truth, and this could be, it frightens them. So there's definitely that if you've met with somebody and you want to know if they're going to awaken, it's possible that they want to stay asleep. And I get that, okay? And 777 may be another synchronicity or sign that you see. It says nurture all you love with a number 30. And then we have 34 here, so that might mean something to someone. Number 52, which is also 7, like I said. So this person is needing to nurture all the people around them, or they want to nurture all the people around them, but they find it difficult to be vulnerable in relationships and vulnerable, and they may be attracting some things that, are not so good for them. I still feel this card with attraction with that 44. I still feel like there's something negative attached to this person possibly. And it may seem familiar to them, and it may be like right in their home. And however you interpret that. That could be for many different people, that could be something different, okay? So it could be something that they feel is, has to do with religion or their destiny. Obviously, they may have been told, like, this is your destiny, this is what you should do. And they may have a crisis of faith, and that brings them into a space of maybe wanting to change this. But currently, it's just kind of staying kind of stuck. I mean, okay, so we have the grasshopper here, 5, so some changes here. So it requires a leap of faith. Says, so what? Don't worry, moving on. Just more like, okay, so what? Whatever. It is what it is. I am who I am type of energy, and now we're just going to move on from that, and let's not talk about it too much, because then it makes it real. So a lot of avoidance within this pile. Like, they don't really want me to talk to you too much about this. They're like, okay, this is what we're doing right now. Like, you can get on board or not. And I get that. They're just in a defensive mood, and that's fine. Okay, 12. Dolphins. Peace, harmony, helpful, effective communication, playful, humor, fun, collaboration, joy. So, the dolphins, like, they are in the ocean, they're swimming, they're having a good time, like it says, they're being playful. This person may be young and just kind of, hopping from whatever to whatever, or trying to find a home too. It feels like that's definitely for some of you that they may have lost a father figure, and they're looking for their home, or they're looking now. It doesn't feel like their home is there anymore, and that's that's sad. And they may be like, well, how come you're not talking to me from the other side, like getting upset about that? I also feel that too. So, but yeah. Oof, interesting. And then we have judgment, but judgment is here to wake this person up. So whatever they're not seeing, or whatever they're doing that is not good for them, and living in these illusions, and maybe this energy that's just playful and young, it's not actually feeding their soul spiritually. So it may be keeping them stuck in lower vibrational relationships, mainly karmic relationships here. This person may have a family, or they may have been judged harshly for the way that their family is. Might not be a typical dynamic for some of them. For some of you watching, that could be what's going on here. But the judgment is like almost saying, like, look, we give you your 10 of Cups. We could give you everything that you've been wanting, all your wishes and dreams being fulfilled with this family. Like we want to show you the way. So will you wake up? And a lot of this is dealing with their past. And if they can do that with the Six of Cups, with the Hanged Man, if they can process the past and they could look back into their childhood and really look up Pisces. And if you don't know much about Pisces, I'm telling you, look up Pisces right now and look up the number 6, okay? And look at this person from the past. There's definitely some person from the past with this astrological aspect of some sort. They have Pisces just in their chart somewhere that is like a block to this person. So cause them some type of pain in their childhood, or there's bad memories in their childhood, and it has to do with that. Because they're highlighting that very big here. That the reason that they haven't awoken is because they'd have to deal with their past life issues, their past issues of family, of spirituality, of being judged, of different things like that. So it's for some of you, that's the case. And so they are saying, I can't do that right now. Like, I'm so sorry. That requires me to be enlightened. It requires me to be stronger than I am. But there's some familiar, like a black cat or something feline possibly, that can help this person be a guardian to them and help them move them along their path. It could have been a cat in their childhood home, or, some significant large building of some sort where they lived. I mean, whatever. That sounds weird, but like castle is really coming through that card. So like Europe somewhere. There's some familiars within an ancestral line as well that are coming through the cards that show that there's something that has to be cleared up karmically from the past as well. So yeah, I hope that made sense to you guys. That just channeled out of me. So, but and this person's being guided not to go against the grain, but Spirit's kind of just letting them kind of, this is what they want to do right now. So this is what they're doing. Okay. And they're not doing anything to hurt anybody. So Spirit's like, okay, fine. You know what I mean? Like, these are your own issues. And when you're ready to look at them, we're still going to be here. So yeah, I hope that made sense. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, it was general. So if it didn't resonate, please try and pick a different pile. And I hope that you got something out of this. And if I had a different camera, I would show you it the opposite way, where you could see on my side. So, but I don't. Thank you guys so much for all your likes and your shares and your subscribes and your comments and everything. You're amazing. So, mwah, to you. Take care. I love you so much. And I will see you for the next Pick a Card reading. Take care.